HandleLife on campus. We in Chicago. The University of Illinois, Chicago got HandleLife on campus. And we taking a tour of the city. I'm chilling with my man Kobe, and he's showing me this beautiful city where all the ballers come from, especially MJ.
What's good,
What up,
man?
my man? Great to see you again, brother.
Great to see you too.
Man, take me through how we living at UIC, baby.
Let's go ahead inside, man.
Let's get it. You as a student, you're a senior, right?
Yeah, I'm a senior. Really my first time in Chicago. So
Oh, really?
yeah, it was my first time. So I was almost starstruck by the city.
So it's your first time in Chicago, and you're from where?
Memphis. In Chicago, it's different, you know, because I can look out the window and see skyscrapers, you know, and it's more of a city feel. It's different, but it's different in a good way.
Yeah. Does that inspire you in any kind of way?
Of course, it motivates me. Like I look into the buildings, you know, and I'm thinking like, dang, how can I get in one of those buildings? Or like, you know.
Check out the room or what?
Yeah, we can check out the room.
This is beautiful. So is it a 1-bedroom, 2-bed? How does it work?
2-bedroom. My bedroom's over here, and my roommate over here. Yeah, we got a projector. Sometimes we just chill, you know, might put on a movie or something.
Parties?
Nah, no parties in here. It's the sanctuary.
So look, we got that Heavyball here. Talk to me, man. You be having that Heavyball?
Man, especially in my workouts, and we just work with it, you know?
That's what's up. So you keep it on deck?
Yeah, I keep it on deck, yeah. We even got a whole rack of them in the gym. You know, so anytime, you know, we want to play or want to work on our game, you know, we just grab that.
Like, how do you use it when you in the gym? Like, what's your routine when you bring this ball to work on your game?
Well, usually, like, when I start my workouts, I started off with ball handling. They kind of get me warmed up. So I might dribble with this for about 15 minutes. Then I take it to the regular ball, and it helps me, you know. It helps me pound the ball harder, you know. It helps me be more fluid, you know. Might do a tween, cross into a hop step.
Okay.
And it actually helped me like do my moves a little faster, you know, especially like being weighted.
I know you're in college, but how do you feel like having this taken care of by the university where you got an apartment to live, it's comfortable? I mean, you get like gear, you get all these, how do you feel about that as being a college student?
Man, I'm grateful for it, for real, because I know it don't last forever. So, you know, I take in these moments, I'm thinking like, maybe I won't be able to afford this, or maybe like, I may not be able to afford it if I didn't play basketball. So, basketball really took me a long way, you know. It took me out the country, took me to a city I've never been in, so I'm grateful.
You spend a lot of time in the lab, so that's something to think about. All the work that you do, I see you in the gym. When I'm training Kobe in the summers, I see you in there getting the extra work in. And now to walk in and check out your apartment is just an amazing experience, because I'm just thinking about back when I was in college and versus now when I got bills and stuff like that. But the grind, but I still be able to pay my bills because of basketball. So the same thing that got you in this apartment is gonna get you into a house. And I respect that, man. For real talk. Your grind got you in here. Ryan, tell me about how you first got recruited by UIC. Like, how was that process like? I
left my old school. They seen I was in the portal. They called me. They were like, "Cub, you want to come to Chicago?" I said, "Of course." You know, I can.
Chicago is really beautiful. Driving up here, I seen the whole city.
Yeah.
That joint is crazy.
But yeah, it's like a little common area. You know, you can come here and do homework and stuff. Sometimes we have little gatherings and stuff.
Okay.
Nah, it's pretty chill.
They got a stove here too. You be cooking?
Nah, I don't cook. You know, I let everybody else do the cooking. Okay. I eat though.
Oh, this is a beautiful view, man. This is exactly what I was talking about with the city. Beautiful, man. Wow. This giving me chills. Man, got my man Kobe taking me around campus. You know what it is.
What's good,
you see that HandleLife rock?
What's good?
Stop
What's good?
Playing.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
You know, I want to go to the NBA. It didn't happen, but then my passion took me to training NBA players. And now, like, I wanted to be able to invest into colleges and being able to understand college even more. And now I'm like here doing it still. Coach made a great choice by having you walk us around, because I've been seeing him in the lab working hard every single day in the summer. Every single day he in there early, he asking all the questions. So your time is coming, man. They might need you and then pop off and you drop 30 and 20 on them.
Yeah.
Hey, who knows, man? In Chicago, turn up the city,
turn up
man.
the city, yeah.
Turn up the city, you dig? Let's do it.
Yeah.
If you can give a middle schooler advice on what they need to be prepared for to get to high school, and then from high school to get to college in your position, what would it be?
Work ethic has to be high.
Okay.
And I say don't miss out on any part of your game. Like, make sure your shot perfect, make sure your handle's tight, finishing. Just make sure you got a complete package so they can't say you missing anything.
Yep. From your 8th grade year, let's say, to your 9th grade year in high school, what was that like? And what did you work on to make the high school team?
Well, in middle school, I was more athletic, probably more faster than the other people.
Okay.
When I got to high school, you going against guys they pretty built. So I had to up my weight room, I had to up my conditioning, just to compete, especially early on, 9th and 10th grade. Nice.
So what about now from your senior year in high school, getting into college?
That was more pace. I had to really focus on my pace because the game was different. It wasn't just blow past everybody. It was like, okay, slow down, make reads.
Nice.
So
that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
From the insane rooftop views to the top tier training facilities, it's clear this program is built for athletes looking to take their game to the next level. UIC is making history this season. Best regular season in RPI ranking since 2004. Best net ranking in program history.
There's a lot of players like that got talent but don't have love, And the players with love, they gonna win every time.
They gonna win a lot more.
They gonna win their race.
Yep, because the love ain't about a W or an L. When you love the game, you'll take way more L's and it won't bother you because you're not playing it for that.
You're not playing it for the wins and losses. You playing it for development. You trying to be the best you can.
Yeah. Student center right here. The athletes don't come up here as much?
Not as much. They feed us after practice and stuff, So sometimes we come up here and chill. Some guys might come between classes, but
Yep.
UIC is making history this season. After seeing everything up close, I see why. They're setting new records, building a winning culture, and giving their athletes every tool to succeed.
Good kid at home, so my mama was confused. I just wanted to choose, trying to keep up with the crew. How'd y'all get everything new? I'm from the same place as you. Decisions I would choose that could put me in the news. Ever since a Juve, I've been trying to shake.
What's good, Handle fam? HandleLife on campus. This is a dream come true. Shout out to UIC for supporting HandleLife with the Heavyballs. Gonna see the guys get to work. It's a blessing to be here, and it's just the start. HandleLife on campus. Let's get it. Getting right. One thing I'm also excited about is the access that we have to show the youth how a college practice is ran and how much energy is in the building and how much effort it takes. So we can say it and talk it all the time, but I want to use my platform to be able to show the youth anywhere from 5th to 8th grade to a senior in high school. This is what the energy you're coming into, so you're not surprised. I want you guys to look. This is a box out drill. Look how everybody's boxing out and how loud they are in the gym. Look how hard he's spraying. If you want to play at the next level, you got to be talking, slapping fives, sprinting on defense.
Usually we do ESON special. This is kind of something different. So everybody take off your shoes and socks.
Right now what we are doing is we are marking our territory. So where are you shooting from right now? Where you play from? You, up and down the floor. Go in there and rub all over in the paint. Okay? Everybody with me? Yeah. We're gonna talk. Hey, come on, do you want to do
Let's go.
Whose house is this? All right, let's go. Mogadishu on 3. 1, 2, 3. Mogadishu.
Marking the territory, Mogadishu. I learned something new today at UIC, man. That was a beautiful speech, and we marking the territory for the dub tomorrow. That's what we doing. Yes, sir. Mogadishu. Yes, sir. I love the practice. Was high energy, man. It was. Was that a great practice or what?
It was.
Coach Jaime, how do you feel, man? You guys had an amazing practice. I seen you incorporating the heavy ball in your warm-ups. Tell me, the reason why you incorporate this in the team practices and how important it is when it comes to ball handling.
Yeah, well, we just wanted to do something different. Obviously, we've seen on your page all the high-level pro athletes that use it. So, we want to do what the best are doing, and yeah, man, it's just we want to do something different than our competitors. I don't know how many teams have a full HandleLife rack in their gym. So we always talk about stealing inches, and trying to get the edge some type of way. And this is a way for us to try to steal inches and gain the advantage on our competitors. It's like the margins are so small. Like what it takes to win, it's so small. So every little thing we could do, whether it's in film, it's in the scouting report, whatever, that's one of our biggest things we talk about with our guys. It's like, do you know the scouting report all the way through? Anything where you can get an edge, in the end, you'll get more wins because of it.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Coach, you a player. I see your handles, man. I know the coaching is the thing, but today they threw you out there on the scout team just randomly. But you held it down, and I seen you do a couple of moves where you was able to get downhill off the dribble and make a couple of plays for your team.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to the HandleLife heavy ball, like do you work out with it too, or I know you believe in it and you're showing drills, but tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I get my reps in when I'm working with the guys. When we do individual stuff, obviously you saw we every single day we do 3 minutes of ball handling, and a bunch of the guys go grab it, and we do that every single day. And that's our way. We think that if you do something every day, you'll get better at it over time. So yeah, man. Yeah.
When it comes to college basketball and ball handling, a lot of us trainers out here, we have an idea of what we need to do to get the player development going, but you guys are in it every single day, coaching every day, seeing players every day, and seeing their skill.
Yeah.
For ball handling, like, what is important when it comes to development, like drills? What are you looking at in a ball handler when you're recruiting a point guard?
I would say that you can do two things at one time. Like, it's one thing just to sit here and dribble, but can you handle the ball while somebody's pressuring you full court? Can you set up the offense? Can you wait for the offense to be set up while somebody's all up into you? That's my main thing, is can you handle the ball and, be focused on 2 to 3 other things, at a time.
That makes sense.
That's probably one of the biggest things to me. Because you see a lot of kids that can handle the ball in drills, but you put them in the fire, and it doesn't carry over. So.
That's so good. So what can I do as a trainer to put my kids in a position where I'm using this heavy ball, but I'm, covering those things and making sure that they can handle the fire? Is there any drills that you do with the heavy ball with your guys to kind of, give them, that game feel?
Yeah, what we try to do a lot here is we just say decision-making drills.
Yep.
And what we call E2 is engage 2 people.
Okay.
So engage 2 defenders. So we could have you do some move, and then you come here and I help, and you just kick it. And we kick it to this guy, and then he could do some type of move. Boom. E2, kick it. Stuff like that, decision-making stuff. And get 2 on the ball. Get 2 on where it's pick and roll. You come off. You got 2 on you. Okay, it's time to get rid of it. You don't want to hold on to it. So you end up losing the advantage if you hold on to it. So we say engage 2. Once you engage 2, you did your job. It's time to get off of it. So,
Man, those cues are so important when it comes to like players to communicate with them as a coach, and having little cues that you can pop out quickly, so we can understand it on the court. So I'm gonna take that one back to my 6th graders. It makes sense because sometimes to engage 2 defenders, you gotta have that ball on the string first of all, and be able to make that quick decision. So even passing, like, is there any passing drills that you do with the heavy ball?
Yeah, we do a bunch of passing stuff off the bounce. You know, I like doing stuff where they can dribble and get off of it, because like when you're dribbling and then somebody's open, you don't have time to take 2 steps and have the ball come up here. So we do a lot of stuff where it's you dribble, get it out your hand, just simple stuff, not even anything fancy. Bounce, get it out, get it out. Both hands, you know. And then with this ball being heavier, you know, that makes you know, it's like makes the rep harder. So when they get the regular ball back, you know, it's easier. So
man, I love it. I love it. I'm gonna take that one back, man, with me, and thank you, Coach. Engage E2, the love for the game for you, what you guys have when it comes to preaching to the players of making the right play. So if you like UIC and you like basketball, you better just know when you come here, you're coming here to be a great basketball player, you know, work on your development and engage in making the right play every time down court. So, Coach John, welcome to HandleLife on campus. We starting something special here. So I had a talk with some of the coaches here, and they speak very highly about you, say you're a really stand-up guy. They respect everything you bring to the table when it comes to the team, showing up at 6 o'clock in the morning for the players, and you're always living on the court and using the heavy ball. So I wanted to ask you a couple of questions on how do you use this in your skill development at the college level, and what difference do you see when you're putting in that work with the kids in the game?
Man, well, obviously I was, for those that don't know, I was blessed to watch you and Kobe White work out in our gym this summer, and I paid really attention to like the warm-up that y'all did, because y'all spent probably like the first 15, 20 minutes just getting straight to this, especially when it came to like the hangs and getting the different combinations out of the hangs. So off the rip, I was using those, and then I keep up with your Instagram as well. So just kind of like recently, you posted the little Kyrie dribble series with the in and out, working on the in and out step, and then breaking it down. And it was really beneficial for one kid that was here, Khaled, working on his in and out, because it just helped with the footwork. So man, pretty much every day I try to use this with the kids. You know, we start our warm up with this, and then like for our kid Los down there, he hurt his dominant hand. We do a 30-minute workout, and first 5 minutes we're doing straight heavy ball, then we get back to the regular ball, and then we even do passing with it and things like that. So in the span of a week you can easily see results, but just day to day it gets a little, I don't want to say easier for them, but they kind of adjust to it and things like that. Then I know I kind of got to start upping the reps or making it a little more difficult or challenging for them, but instantly you can see a change in it.
Chris Paul had broke his hand with the Clippers, and I started working with him to strengthen. He hired me for the first time we worked out was to strengthen his hand, you know, because he saw me like pushing a heavy ball, and I was doing a lot of drills on Instagram, and he reached out to me, and I came to the Clippers facility, and it was funny, it was him and Kevin Hart, because Kevin Hart's his buddy. And I came to the Clippers facility, and I was helping him pound the ball with the heavy ball, and ever since then it's been 15-year relationship of me working him out, and he uses it before every game. So we're on to something when it comes to even injuries, like, and strengthening a player's confidence back when they hurt something on their hands or like have to get back in the rhythm. So like that, I know it's true because I actually went through that process, and it's the same type of process that I did where, you know, I'm, you know, dribbling with the heavy ball, then I'm like switching it up with the light, and then every day you kind of see him pounding the light one a little bit harder and getting the confidence and gripping the ball better. So it's really facts what you're saying, and I really appreciate you sharing that with us. What are the 3 most important things, like skill development? You know, guys can work on all of these things, but like I'm a trainer, right? So I want to be working on things that efficiently gonna help them for the game, like what you guys see when you guys recruit a player. So what would you say the 3 most important things are?
One is like attacking angles.
Angles.
I think guys like dribble it around a little much just because they looking at guys like Kyrie Irving. You know how special Kyrie is. I seen you when you was working out Kobe. Like it looked like you big on him, like into his spots. Like he was kind of working out on those like little fade, like bump fades.
Yep.
To me, that shit shoots like it's just an angle game. Shooting, obviously, you can't get enough of that.
Gotta shoot it.
And then I don't know how you do this in a player development setting. Maybe it's this, like jogging back and walking back and going full speed like a burst. Because I think kids need to learn how to like play harder. It's sad that that's like a, you know, probably when you
skill.
When I hoop, it's like a skill now.
Yeah.
And for me, that shit was like a prerequisite. Like, if you ain't playing hard,
you ain't getting in the game.
Yeah. Like, I think those would, I mean, I would say those two.
Man, appreciate it, Coach.
You do a hell of a job, though, man.
This practice facility is where I spend most of the summers coming back with Kobe White, and we working on our game. And we always welcome by University of Illinois Chicago. And it's a special moment today because we're here to support and watch the game, and we're just taking a view of the city. And this practice facility is amazing, man. We always seeing other guys in here getting the work in. While me and Kobe is working, the guys on the team are putting in the work on the other end, building an amazing relationship. And now it's to the next level where they believe in what we were doing on that end and now purchase these heavy balls for their athletes in the community. So it's all coming together, it's all coming to fruition. My goal is to always be a part of the game and helping, you know, the next generation evolve. So UIC, I appreciate you guys, and let's take it to the next level. We at the arena right now, and it's game day. We get to watch amazing basketball. So all that work that you seen was putting in practice. Now it's time to see the guys apply it to the game and get this W. Let's get it, Chicago.